Good morning grade 6. Welcome back to grade 6 mathematics class. Hope you all are doing great today. Let's talk about quadrilaterals. Now we have learned about quadrilaterals before in the previous chapter. So a quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. So it has got four sides, four angles, four vertices and two diagonals. Here you can see a quadrilateral, that is quadrilateral A, B, C, D. So when you name a quadrilateral, it is important that you take the name of the vertices in the right order. Now here you can see for this quadrilateral ABCD, the four sides are side AB, side BC, side CD and side DA. The four vertices are A, B, C and D. The four angles are angle ABC or angle B, angle BCD or angle C, angle CDA or angle D and angle DAB or angle A. You can see a line segment can be drawn between the opposite vertices and these are called the diagonals of the quadrilateral. So you have diagonal which is line segment BD and you have the diagonal which is line segment AC. So for any quadrilateral, the sum of all the angles enclosed by the sides will be equal to 360 degree. So these are the main properties of a quadrilateral. So let's see these again. A quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides, four angles, four vertices and two diagonals. And the sum of all the interior angles is equal to 360 degree. You see there are different types of quadrilaterals. You can see a picture here. Now the different types of quadrilateral are square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, rhombus and kite. Now let's see each of these quadrilaterals in detail. Let's start with the less familiar ones. So starting with trapezium. So what you see here is the picture of a trapezium. So it's a quadrilateral which has two sides which are parallel and opposite. So a trapezium is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides is parallel. You can see the side EF and the side GH are opposite sides and they are parallel to each other. Now you can see two non-parallel sides which are side EG and side FH. So there are four sides, there are four interior angles and four vertices. G and F, vertices G and F are opposite vertices. Also the vertices E and H are opposite vertices. Now between the opposite vertices you can draw diagonals. So how many diagonals are possible for a trapezium? You can draw two diagonals for a trapezium. So a trapezium is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides is parallel. There are two non-parallel sides. So if the two non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal in length, you call that as an isosceles trapezium, like the one you see here. Here the sides WX and ZY. These are opposite sides of this trapezium and they are non-parallel but equal in length. So if the two non-parallel sides of a trapezium are of equal length, it is called an isosceles trapezium. So that's about a trapezium. Now let's see the next quadrilateral. This is called a kite. See the shape kite? How many sides are there? There are four sides. How many vertices? Four vertices. How many interior angles? Four interior angles are possible. Now how many diagonals? Two diagonals. Now you can see the diagonals of this kite. They intersect each other at right angles. Now what about the adjacent sides of this quadrilateral? Which are the adjacent sides? Side AB and side BC are adjacent sides. The common vertex is vertex B. Then side AD and side CD are adjacent sides. The common vertex is vertex D. Now look at the length of these adjacent sides. You can see the length of the adjacent sides are equal. So we have two pairs of adjacent sides which are equal in length. So this is one pair and this is the second pair. So what is a kite? You can say a kite is a quadrilateral in which two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Now what about the diagonals? The diagonals of a kite intersect each other at right angles. So that's about a kite. Let's see the next quadrilateral now. This is called a parallelogram. So here you have a quadrilateral which has got 4 sides, 4 vertices, 4 interior angles and 2 diagonals. Now what about the opposite sides? The side PQ, the side RT. These sides are opposite, they are parallel and equal in length. Now what about side PR and side QT? They are also opposite, they are parallel to each other and they are equal in length. Now what about the diagonals? The two diagonals bisect each other, which means one diagonal divides the other diagonal into 2 equal parts. So the diagonal PC bisects the diagonal RQ or QR. It means the diagonal PT divides the diagonal RQ into 2 equal parts. So the length of the line segment RE is the same as the length of EQ. Similarly, the diagonal RQ bisects the diagonal PT, means divides the diagonal PT into 2 equal parts. Hence, the length of PE is the same as the length ET. Here you can see the two symbols match, which means PE has the same length as ET. Now here also you can see the symbols match, which means RE has the same length as EQ. So what is a parallelogram? We can say a parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel. The opposite sides are equal in length, they are parallel to each other and also the diagonals bisect each other. So that's about a parallelogram. Let's see the next type of quadrilateral. This is called a rhombus. So here you have a rhombus, which is a quadrilateral which has got 4 sides. You can see all the sides are equal in length. See, the symbols match, which means the length of EH is the same as length of HG, which is the same as length of GF, which is the same as length of EF. So the 4 sides are equal in length. You can see 4 vertices are there, 2 diagonals can be drawn and the diagonals intersect each other at right angles. You can say the diagonals are perpendicular to each other, just in the case of a kite. Now there are 4 interior angles which are angle E, angle H, angle G and angle F. So what is a rhombus? A rhombus is a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides and the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Now let's see the next type of quadrilateral. It is a rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 sides, 4 vertices, 2 diagonals can be drawn and all the interior angles are 90 degrees. You can see 2 pairs of opposite sides which are parallel and equal in length. Which are the sides? Side AB, BC, CD and AD. The 4 vertices are vertex A, B, C and D. The diagonals are AC and DB or BD. We can see the angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. All these are right angles. Now the opposite sides, side AB and side DC. These are equal in length and parallel to each other. Now the sides AD and BC. They are opposite sides, they are parallel to each other and equal in length. You can see the angle at the 4 vertices. The interior angles are all 90 degree or right angles. Hence, the adjacent sides are perpendicular to each other. So, what is a rectangle? A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of equal and parallel opposite sides and 4 right angles. Now, let's see the next type of quadrilateral. This is a square. So, you can say a square is basically a rectangle which has the same length for all the sides. You can also say a square is a rhombus which has got all the 4 sides equal and all the interior angles are 90 degree. So here you can see square ABCD. It has got 4 sides AB, BC, CD and AD or DA. All these sides are equal in length. You see the symbols match on all 4 sides, which indicate all the 4 sides have the same length. 4 vertices are there: vertex A, vertex B, vertex C and vertex D. The interior angles: angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. All these are right angles or all these measure 90 degree. 2 diagonals can be drawn between the opposite vertices. Here the diagonals are BD and AC. The diagonals bisect each other and are perpendicular to each other, which means the diagonals divide each other into equal parts and the angle between them is equal to 90 degree. So what is a square? A square is a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. So these are the 6 types of quadrilaterals. I hope all the types are clear to you. You may go through this topic once again, which is given from page number 187 of your textbook. Now there is a maths lab activity given in the same page. It talks about how you can make different types of quadrilaterals using set squares in your geometry box. You may see 2 triangle shaped instruments in your geometry box. Those are called the set squares. Now you may go through the activity and do accordingly. Now you have to work out all the questions from exercise 12.5 given in page number 189. And once you are done with the answers, please do take a picture and send this through Microsoft Teams. So that's all for today, children. We'll meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, bye.